Hello, Creek family. I am Scotty Lehman, the Public Safety Information Officer for the Coconut Creek Police Department for this edition of Creek Talk alongside Sergeant Hendricks. Thank you for joining us. And we're here to talk about our SAFE courses. And SAFE is an acronym, so what does SAFE stand for?
Self-defense and familiarization exchange.
And does that teach me, and it's mainly geared toward women, right?
It is geared toward women, but men are more than welcome to come as well.
Does that teach me how to be Ronda Rousey? Am I going to be able to, to break a few arms, put in, a couple of weird, holds, stuff like that,
No,
submission holds, things like that? Well, what does it teach me?
That's not the purpose of the class. The purpose of the class is there is some light self-defense that we do teach, some palm strikes, some knee strikes. If somebody were to grab you, how to get away from them. We do teach some basic things like that, but no, we're not teaching, MMA fighting or, jiu-jitsu or anything like that. And part of the class, there's two sections of the class. The first hour is like a classroom setting where we do a presentation, and it's really making people familiar with their surroundings. So that way, if they're in a shopping center and they're looking for a place to park, give them some tips on some good places to park. Parking underneath lighting, parking near where there are some people, because when people get a new car, they want to park farthest
Far
out
away.
in the middle of nowhere because they don't want anybody to ding their car. Well, that may be great for your car, but it may not be the safest thing for an individual to do. So we just give some tips, put some things in their minds to make them think about, once they leave the class, are they putting themselves in a safe situation, and how to avoid those dangerous triggers that might be out there. So there's some tips, similar to that throughout the class. And then the second part of the class is the actual hands-on practical, where we do teach them how to yell, how to say no, how to do a heel palm strike, how to knee, things like that. So it is a little bit of hands-on, and we get great feedback from the class. Everybody who's come, they always at the end of the class come up and say, "Oh my God, I had the best time ever. Thank you for putting on this class."
Practice that on your spouse. Yep. And just aside here, if you hear any noises like a truck backing up, they're renovating City Hall, so that's what it is.
Right. It's not part of the class. Part of the background.
Yes, yeah. And you won't hear those noises at the class unless you put somebody in one of the submission holds and actually, like me, and actually make those noises. So when is the next class?
March 7th. It's going to be at our North Recreation Center up off of Soulpress Boulevard. The address is 4455, but you do have to register for the class. So if you send me an email to safe@coconutcreek.net, which is SAFE@coconutcreek.net, we can register you for the class. We have about 10 spots left in this class, but if you can't get into this class, I'll put you on a wait list for the next class. And we do host the class approximately every other month. If we have a lot of demand for it, we'll even do it back to back in a month. So just send me the email, and I'll put you either on our current list for the March 7th class or the wait list for the next class.
Which will be later on the spring, early summer.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that is it for now for Sergeant Hendricks. I am Scotty Lehman. We will see you next time.